I see iniquity. When I think that people should recognize that the Lord is good and the goodness of God leads to repentance, people are even more sinful and even more wicked. But God has the power to speak a word and to bring it all to cease. But God doesn't speak a word. He sits and he allows it to happen. Stay with me though. I'm going to encourage you. Solomon says another push factor is oppression. He says, you know, when I was walking and scouring the earth on my quest for wisdom, when I looked at those that were being oppressed, it seemed like the oppressors had all the power and the authority on their side. But the ones that were being oppressed did not have a comforter at all. Y'all know what I'm saying? You look in the world, it looks like those that have power to exercise or to cause things to happen to us, even the children of God. It seems that they have all the power to do what they want, when they want, how they want, and where they want. It seems like they can exercise this power over us on demand. And Solomon says, wait a minute, now I check this out, and I've seen this, but when I look on the side of the saints, the ones that are being oppressed, it seems like to me that they don't have anyone to comfort them in the middle of the oppression. And so Solomon said, that to push me from where I used to be, the way I used to think. And then Solomon says, in the 4th chapter, the 4th verse, he says, another thing that pushed me was the fact that my neighbors were envious. Y'all ain't gonna help me on that. When I think they should be happy for me, they're not happy for me, but they're jealous over what I have. Can I work with it like I feel it? I'm going to go home in a little bit. But I want to work this. He said, I thought you should be happy for me. I worked all my life to get all these things, but you're jealous over what I got because you don't have what I... So you're envious. Solomon said that pushed me from the way that I used to be. Can I help somebody? But Solomon, even as he denoted all of these push factors, as wise as he was, he balanced the equation out. And he says, yeah, these push factors are enacting my life, but there are some pull factors that are pulling me to a total new location. I used to think the way that I used to think, but I don't think that way anymore because something has happened in my life that causes me to think a total different way. I used to think that if you pray, you would be healed. But my daughter died when I prayed. But I want to help you. Even though God didn't heal her physically, she still got healed spiritually because sickness cannot enter into the kingdom where God is. And that push factor pushed me. And so now it was detrimental to her, but at her expense, to God be the glory, her daddy is a little bit wiser now. Her mama is a little bit wiser now. And now I'll tell you that I'll pray for you. But it's up to God to bring your healing. Can I work with it like I feel it? I'll tell you that God can heal and deliver you from the cancer. But if it ain't God's will, then you ain't going to be delivered. And if God don't deliver you down here, when you close your eyes on this side of the river Jordan, there's a pull factor that's going to pull you to a new location. Yeah, you may have been pushed by the cancer, but and that non-houseless is pushing you. But God says that if you hold on, if you can stand the push, I am capable of pulling you through. Can I work it like I feel it?
Work it.
Am I the only one that say, Lord, help me believe? Do I have a witness in here? And so Solomon, he says, look at here. Even though these push factors are all around me, there is a pull factor that I've got to hold you. And he says in the 13th verse, now let's hear the conclusion of this matter. In other words, what you see right now, Sister Annie, is not going to always exist. What you feel like right now is not going to always be what you feel like. You may be in debt now, but you're not going to always be in debt. Y'all not going to work with me. They don't hit me. They don't hit me. I might be riding a bicycle right now, but I'm not always going to ride a bicycle. My bicycle tire may be flat, and you may be laughing at me as I'm trotting down the road. But after a while, when these push factors get through with me, and God begins to pull me, then God's got my Lexus in my new location. And I feel.
All right now.
And I do it like I feel it, preacher. Lord have mercy. You see, Solomon said, let's hear the conclusion of this matter. Solomon said, Solomon said, can I work with it like I feel it? Solomon says, look here, if you keep the commandments of the Lord, if you do your best to obey God, even in the middle of your situation, I know you got high blood pressure, but hold on, that high blood pressure is pushing you to a new location in God. Because one day, God will, if you stretch out your hand and grab onto the master's hand, he's going to begin to pull you. He's going to begin to pull you. Grab my hand, mother. He's going to begin to pull you. It may be pushing you right now, but there's going to come a new day for you. God's going to heal your body. You got to hold on. I know you've been going through. I know you've been going through on every hand. But if you just hold on, God's going to pull you. God's going to pull you. I know y'all been having problems in your life, but if you just hold on, it won't be long. Can I say yes? Can I say yes? See, I know what I'm talking about because I've been there before. And Solomon says, there's a conclusion to this matter. Solomon saying, if you keep the commandments